Exactly. So I'm just going to mute you guys. For today, it's going to be the same kind of focus, bums and tumsy vibes. But we're going to start with a little bit of a yoga kind of flow to begin with. Yeah, we're going to start together in standing at the front of our mat, and I'm going to guide you through everything nice and slowly. So we're going to start together at the front of our mat, parallel hip width distance through the feet. Okay. Let's just take a second here to relax our hands alongside our body. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a big breath in, and as you breathe in, I want you to shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. So scrunch your shoulders up on your inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to melt your shoulder blades back and down. Good job. Lift all 10 toes up of the mat for me, off of the mat. Spread them as wide and far apart as you can, and then allow the toes to find the floor again. Press down through the big toe edges, the pinky toe edges, and press down through the heels of your feet. Now, without letting your feet actually move, I want you to magnetize your inner thighs towards one another. So some people call it the squeegee effect. My inner thighs are trying to reach towards one another. My inner thigh muscles are activating. You don't see anything necessarily change in my body, but I've just switched on those muscles. From here, I want you to think about your lower back lengthening and your tailbone lengthening down. So if there was a little stone attached to your tailbone, that stone would literally place between your two heels on the floor. Okay? So lengthening through the lower back, tailbone lengthens. Inner thighs stay active. But now I'd like to ask you to squeeze your bum muscles on for me as well. So activate through those glutes. Draw your lower belly in towards your spine. So you're pretty active right now, although if anyone was looking at you, they'd think you were just standing. Normally, you should be feeling like this is a little bit of work. Now just notice your weight distribution in your feet again. So I want you to really be pedantic. Am I even in my left side? Even in my right side. Keep your rib cage closed. So what I mean by that, guys, is that you're not going to let your lower back arch and your ribs start to flare open. You're going to keep those ribs closed as you reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Nice. Good job. Reach up even higher. So I want you to almost get the sensation of your armpits lengthening. Reach up even higher. Take a really big inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to slowly fold forward, literally folding your body in half as you come down. If you need to bend your knees, that's totally cool. Okay? Well done. Relax your head, let it hang heavy. Imagine there was water trickling down the back of your skull. Hold onto opposite elbows and just hang. Still feeling that equal weight distribution through the feet. Now, lift your belly away from your thighs. Yes. Place your hands either on the floor if your hands are close to the floor, or on your shins if you're still quite far away from the floor. And you're going to lengthen your spine super long. So you're going to come into a halfway lift. Lengthen your tailbone again. So lower back stays super long here. Good. So don't let the lower back arch. Plant your hands down onto the floor again and fold. You're going to step your left foot back and then your right foot back into a plank position. That escalated quickly. Well done. You're going to take 5 breaths here for me. And the breaths that you're going to take, I want you to try and think 3-dimensional inhale. So your abdomen is a balloon. Big inhale. Big exhale. As you exhale, draw the belly in towards the spine. Good. And inhale. And exhale. Press down through the index finger mounds of your hands. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2 breaths. You can do it. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath, inhale. And on your exhale, float your knees down to the mat. Good, keep your spine nice and long. I want you to squeegee the heels of your hands back towards your knees. So it's almost as if you were trying to pull yourself forward. Yeah, and you're going to lower yourself down onto your tummy. Well done. Now squish the pointy bits of your hips into the ground. So the pointy bits of your hips are going to kind of press into the floor, and the fleshy part of your pelvis really grounded into the floor. Untuck your toes, tone through your glutes, so bum muscles, leg muscles really engaged. And then you're going to lift up your heart, just your heart, shining forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back. And then you're going to press your hands down into the floor, come back onto the knees, tuck your toes under, and press it up and back into downward facing dog. Pedaling out through those heels for 10 and 9. So take your time here with those pedals, pressing down through the index finger mounds of the hands, relaxing the back of the neck, really pushing the floor away. That looks good. Let's go for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Well done. Let's take our knees down and come all the way to the floor. Great job. Okay, so from here, guys, we're literally going to lie on our back. So it was a really quick warm-up. We're literally going to lie on our back all the way onto the ground. Nice. All right. So pop your feet parallel hip width distance on the floor. Get your camera set up or your laptop set up in a nice place for you to watch the screen. And we're literally just going to take our hands behind our head. So I'm interlocking my fingers quite strongly at the base of my skull. And I'm going to bring my elbows into my peripheral vision so I can see them out of the corner of my eyes. I'm going to take an inhale at the bottom. And as I exhale, I'm going to come forward into a crunch. Nice, nice. Inhale to hold at the top. And as you hold this inhale, relax your head into your hands. On your next exhale, try and come up a little bit higher into that crunch, focusing your energy on your abdominals, and then slowly come all the way down. Again, so it's an inhale at the bottom. It's an exhale to power you up the first little bit. It's an inhale to relax the neck. And an exhale to engage into the abs and come up a little bit higher. And then slowly take it down. Keep on going. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale powers you up. Usually we tend to tense up into our neck here. So I want you to actively chill out the head and neck area, even if you lower down a bit. And then come up higher using your abs. So visualize where your abs are. And then slowly come down. Good. Awesome, guys. Looks really good. Let's go for 3. Exhale to come up the first little bit. Relax your head into your hands. Exhale, come up even higher. Hold for a moment. And then slowly take it down. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale to soften. Exhale, come up higher. Yes. And slowly down. Now, just so you know, in this next one, we're going to take it to the top and we're going to hold it at the top. So inhale at the bottom. Exhale, take it up. Inhale, soften. Exhale, take it up to that highest point and hold. Now reach your arms long alongside your body. And we're going to try and pulse ourselves forward. Teeny tiny little pulses. Reach it forward. Going for 10. Yes, so you should literally just feel your rib cage like a miniature seesaw going forward and backwards. Forwards and backwards. 8, 7, 6. Very nice. 5. Like Spider-Man reaching through the fingertips. 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly take it down. Well done. Hands relax alongside you on the floor. Great job. We're going to press our lower back into the floor. So an imprinted spine. I'm gently squishing the lower back into the ground. And then I'm going to take my left leg into tabletop position and my right leg into tabletop position. Nice. Good job. Cool. All right, now, if you start to feel your neck and shoulders tense up, I want you to try and take that tension and use your abdominals to take up that work. Okay, so your abs, this is what we want to focus on, is abdominals. Try and relax any compensatory muscles that might want to do their job. Usually it's the neck. Inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, this is a bit of a strange leg movement. You're going to take one foot down to the floor, tap it with a feather's touch on the ground, and then bring it back up. And then I'm going to swap to the other leg. Take it down and up. So I usually exhale as the leg goes down, inhale as the leg comes up. Exhale as the leg goes down, inhale as the leg goes up. Exactly, that's it. That looks perfect. So the hinge movement happens at the hip. Your knee angle stays the same. All right, you guys are way too good at this. I'm going to have to make the next one harder. 5, 4. Keep the lower back super well placed. 3, 2, and last 1. Great job. Hug the knees into the chest. Just anecdotally, that was the move that brought me to Pilates in the first place and essentially resulted in a massive career change. So I really love that exercise. Okay, let's take the feet down to the floor. Hands behind your head, elbows into your peripheral vision. And we're going to add the kind of leg movement to an upper body movement. So it's going to seem really familiar, but we're going to break it down. You're going to take an inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, you come up into your crunch or your flexion. Then I'm going to twist. I'm going to take my right elbow towards my left knee. As I do this, I don't want to just dump down into my left shoulder blade. So I want to try and keep both shoulder blades off of the floor and then come down, okay? When you're ready, we'll alternate from side to side. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, flex forward first and then hold. Yes, and then bring elbow to knee, pause. Check that the bottom shoulder blade is not on the floor. And then slowly take it down. So that bottom shoulder blade is like hovering off the ground. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, flexion first. Inhale, prepare again. And exhale, twist. Awesome. Good. And then slowly down. Exhale into flexion. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, twist. Inhale slowly down. The breathing might seem super overwhelming, so don't worry about the breathing if it feels like, one step too far in your life. Let's keep going, guys, at our own pace. And down. And twist. And back. Last 4. So it's going to be 2 on each side. Flexion first, looking good. Yes. Very nice. Keeping the shoulder blades off of the ground if you can help it. Last 2. Hopefully the abs are starting to say good afternoon to you. If not, don't worry. I'll make sure they're talking to you by the end of class. Last time. And then slowly take it down. Amazing job. Let's take the hands alongside our body, keeping the feet parallel, hip-width distance on the floor. We're actually going to come into a bridge now. So working through the glutes. We're going to tuck, pick the pelvis up, hold at the top for a moment. Inhale at the top. And exhale, slowly take your spine down, one vertebra at a time. keep on moving through your bridges. So it's an inhale at the bottom. It's an exhale to pick yourself up off the ground. It's an inhale at the top and an exhale to slowly come down. Last time like this. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck. Pick the pelvis up. Pause at the top. Just make sure you're not coming into a back bend here. Really nice and long in the lower back. And then slowly lower down. Now, if you're feeling pretty strong, you could come into a single leg version here. So I'm going to lift my left leg into that tabletop shape. I'm going to pick my pelvis up, come into a single leg bridge. Nice. And then I'm going to lower all the way down before I place that foot on the ground. And then I'm going to alternate. So opposite foot comes up, tuck, lift. Good. Make sure your lower back is not doing the work here. It should be bum and hamstring. And then slowly down, foot down. Good. And lift the opposite foot. Lift the pelvis. Lower the pelvis. Lower the foot. Lift the opposite foot. Lift the pelvis. Nice. Lower the pelvis. Good. Take it down. Now you could straighten out that free leg. Reach it up towards the sky. Imagine you were lifting the ceiling. So pushing the ceiling up into the heavens and then lower it down. Lower it down. Keep swapping. Up. And lift. Nice. And down. Now you guys are so strong today. If you want even more challenge, take your hands, reach them up towards the sky so you don't have the back of your arms helping you anymore, and you keep going. And slowly down. Slowly down. Keep swapping. Now I've got one last challenge for you, okay? Keep moving as I explain. So instead of reaching the legs straight up towards the sky, you're going to try and keep your two legs parallel with one another, okay? So instead of reaching my free leg up, I'm going to have both legs parallel. So when I lift, it's actually way more difficult. Then take it down, take it down. Extend your free leg so that your thighs are parallel. This time you're pushing the wall in front of you, forward. Then take it down, take it down. Try for 6 more. Nice, very nice. And 5. So imagine you are pushing the wall that is in front of you forward. You want to try and move a boulder that's in front of your feet, pushing an iron boulder forward. Last 2, probably said that about 10 ago. My counting just gets worse and worse. And last time, reach. Awesome. Take it down, hands come down, and let's see if we can take one leg, reach it up towards the sky, other leg, reach it up towards the sky. Now, if you struggle with this, keep a bend in your knees. Okay, you guys are all really flexible, but most people struggle with that position. So whatever you can do to get those legs up there, glue your legs together now. So feel those inner thighs meet one another. Squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them together, and gently press your lower back into the floor. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. But then relax your neck and shoulders. Take all of that action into your tummy. And then see if you can start to draw a circle on the ceiling, both feet at the same time. You're not letting your pelvis move dramatically, but you are allowing a little bit of lift off from the floor. So if you're on the right bum cheek side, your left bum cheek might lift a little, but it's not a dramatic momentum-based swaying movement. Good. Yes. Keep squeezing those inner thighs together. Now, depending on how flexible you are in your lower back and your abdominal strength, you might be able to get a little bit of lift off with your booty from the floor. Okay, so when you get to that top position, you might find like, hey, I can actually pick my butt up off of the ground. Just try not to use your neck to make that happen. Okay? Or momentum. Now, can you still lift your butt off of the ground, but take your hands away from the floor? Yes, not so much momentum though, yeah? I don't want that lower back extension at the top, so Luke, just watch that top position in the lower back, because it's going to just be lower back. Let's reverse direction, guys. Yeah, you're like, no, not the reversal, please. Try for 6. Love the control there, Haley. 5. Looking very, very good, everyone. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take those feet back down to the floor. Take your hands behind your head, elbows into your peripheral vision again. Inhale at the bottom, and as you exhale, we're going to come forward into that flexion again. So crunching up one more time. Nice. From here, right elbow to left knee, twist. Pause, stay right there. See if you can lift your right foot off of the ground. Take your right foot back to the floor, and then slowly lower everything back down. Inhale at the bottom. We're going to go to the other side. Exhale, flexion. Left elbow, right knee, pause. Using your lower abdominals, lift the left foot off the ground. Control it down with your tummy, and then control everything back down. Keep on rotating from side to side. So, flexion, rotation, pause, lower belly to spine, lift, slowly lower. Don't let that foot collapse. Feel the abs, control the movement, and then down. Nice. Exhale, flexion first. Rotate, pause. Lower belly to spine. Lift the knee of the opposite foot, or lift the opposite foot. Slowly lower it. Take it down. Take it down. Okay, little tiny change coming. Start the same way though. Flexion. Right elbow to left knee. Pause. Good. Now this time I'm going to slide my right leg forward. Reach it long. Take it up. Put it down. Put it down. Well done. Other side. Inhale. Exhale, flexion. Left elbow, right knee, pause. Okay, left leg reaches up, and places down. Right leg down. Let's go one more each side. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, flexion. Right elbow, left knee. Good. Lower belly to spine. Reach, slide the right leg long. Take it up. Bend. Put it down. Put it down. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, flexion first. Left elbow, right knee. Pause. Try get lighter on that right shoulder blade. Left leg reaches long. Scoop up. Down. And plant. Plant. And take a few seconds. Now, usually after all of that ab work, it feels really nice to stretch everything really long. So you like reach the arms back, reach the legs forward. Just like any other muscles when you work your abs, when they contract, you want to lengthen them as well. So just let them lengthen by stretching your body. Take a few really targeted inhales into the front of your tummy. Feel that tissue stretch. Last 2 breaths here. And last breath. Alright guys, we're going to roll up into seated and we're going to take it onto all fours. Okay, so if your wrists get tired, come onto your forearms. I'm probably going to end up alternating from wrists to forearms anyway, just to save the wrists. But we're going to come down onto all fours. Okay? Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and you're pushing the floor away. Good. Now from this position, I want you to really try and avoid, with all the stuff that we're about to do, I want you to really try and avoid lower back arching, okay? So I'd rather you think about a tuck than neutral actually, because you'll probably end up arching at some point. So from here, we're going to send our left leg long back behind us, and as soon as you do that, watch that you don't kind of collapse like that, okay? So I'm staying square with the mat with my hips, okay? And then you're going to lift and hover that left foot off of the ground. Now, once you've got the left leg off the ground, reach it long as if someone was pulling that ankle back behind you. Watch the lower back. Think about rounding. Nice. Okay, from here, we're going to lift and lower. Good. Lift. Amazing. Looking good. Go for 10. And 9. So it's kind of like a lift combined with a lengthen. 8. Good. 7. Well done. Last 6. So you should still be able to feel your big toe and your pinky toe of your right foot on the ground. Last 4. And 3. And 2. Last one, lift and hold. Okay, now you're going to flex into your foot, bend into your knee, round into your lower back for me, and you're going to try and high five the sky with the sole of your foot. Okay, so you're going to bring the leg up, kind of like a donkey kick, and then let it swing back. Okay, swing it up and take it down. Good. So it's going to be like a kind of a tug of war here between your glute wanting to work and your lower back wanting to work. So I can get way higher if I let my lower back arch, but don't let it happen, guys. 5. Well done. 4. Keep trying. 3. And 2. Keep some juice in the tank. Last 1. Good. Now take it up and hold. Take it up and hold. So take a look here. I'm going to lower my right forearm to the mat. My left hand is staying the same. Well done. All right. So from this position, I'm going to try and bring my left knee towards my left elbow. And then I'm going to reach it back. My hips are no longer square with the mat. Exactly. Bring it in. Kick it back. Bring it in. Don't let the lower back arch as you kick back. Keep those ribs closed. Bring it in. Kick it back. Gonna go for 8. Well done. 7. Reach. Watch the lower back there. Keep your ribs closed. You're almost there. 5. 4. A little bit more coming after this though. 3. Probably shouldn't tell you that. 2. Guys, last one. Hold it long. Point your toes and pulse that leg up towards the sky. Pinky toe reaching to the ceiling as you pulse up. 10. You can do it. 9. Come back in. 8. Pinky toe to the sky. 7. Keep your lower back long. 6. Belly in, belly in, belly in. 5. 4. Lift, lift, lift. 3. Point those toes. 2. And 1. And take it down. Well done. I know. Well done though. Nice one. Okay, can we go straight over to the other side? Second side is harder because I don't know if you noticed the burn on the right side. Okay, I certainly did. What am I doing? Not down there, up here. Okay, so hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Okay, right leg long. Just watch this. And now you can see yourself in the screen. Just make sure you don't roll like that, okay? So keep it square. Round into the lower back. Keep the shoulders above the wrists and then lift. Nice. Try not to let that knee stay bent. Straighten. And then you're going to take it down and up. Cool. That looks perfect. So, I mean, your technique looks really good now, so hopefully you can kind of feel that. When you reach not very high at all, you feel glute max engage. And then it's almost like a block. for you to go any higher. If you did go any higher, it would just literally be because the lower back arched. That's not what we're trying to do. 6, 5. Try and keep your neck nice and long, so you're always looking at the horizon. 4, 3, 2. The last one, lift and hold. Flex into your foot, bend into the knee, and this is the high-fiving of the sky. So take it up, and you're going to swing it back in. Take it up, just watch the lower back. Good. Bring it up, and down, and up. So what you're looking for here, guys, is that as you take it up, you're not letting the lower back dip. You should only see one butt cheek in your screen. 5, and 4, and 3. Feel your big toe and your pinky toe of your left foot on the floor, at least the top side. 2. Last one, try lift and hold. Now we're going to unsquare the hip. So let the left forearm come down. You're going to open towards that right side. You're going to bring knee to elbow and then shoot it long. As you press that knee long, like as you go through this movement, you're pushing away that imaginary iron boulder again. So you're trying to move something that you're creating your own sense of resistance for. 5, 4. Try not to pull too far back on yourself. Stay on that shoulder. 3, 2. Last one. Lift and hold. Now my pinky toe is going to try and slice up to the sky. 10. You can do it. 9, 8. I can't see you now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it down. Open those knees, untuck the toes, come into a shell. Well done, everyone. So good. Okay, so we're going to come off of the wrists, and then hopefully we've got a little bit of time to come back onto them at the end. But we're going to come into a half kneeling position. It should be fine to put the left foot out in front first. So your half kneeling position, ankle under the knee, usually, okay? And then you're going to, so this can be a little bit wobbly, so if your balance is a little bit funky, you might want to just like hold on to something as you come up, but I'll show you what we're going to do. So you're going to tuck the toes of the back foot under. I'm going to keep my lower back nice and long, and I want to push down into the heel of that front foot so that I can activate the back of my leg. I'm going to come up into like a little bit of a hover. Yes, exactly. Cool. Keep the pelvis pointing forwards. Nice. Well done. So if at all possible, from here, you're going to transfer your weight into that front leg. So really root down through that front heel, transfer your weight into the front leg, keep a bend in that knee. You might want to bring your hands to prayer hands just to pray for dear life. And then keeping your lower back long, try and plant that back foot where it started. It's a bend in the front knee, then a plant, and then come down. Okay? Nice. So allow the back knee to come down. Cool. And then lift and hover. Take it forward. Yeah. Bring it up. Bend into the front knee with control as you lower and lower. Let's try for 4 more. And coming up. Transfer forward. You can spend as long there as you like. And then when you're ready, you transfer back down through that bent knee, come down. Last 3. Press down through the front heel. Lift up. Keep rooting through the heel of the front foot. Last 2. So interestingly enough, keep moving by the way, your heel is connected to the posterior chain. So really thinking about rooting down through that heel should give you more glute. This is your last one. And then take it down. Great job. Untuck the toes of the back foot, pull the belly to the spine, and see if you can lift up the heel of your front foot. Okay, now this is just a bit of fun. It's actually really good for the right hip. See if you can lift that left foot off of the ground. Balance, hover, and hold. Maybe for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4. Lost it. 3, 2, and then see if you can swing it back behind. Nice, Haley. Good job. Nice, everyone. And then we take it to the other side. So even though that looks ridiculous, it's actually really good for something called joint centration for the hip, because your femur, your thigh bone, plugs into your hip socket, and that's really great for the proprioception within that actual hip joint itself. So something pretty cool there. Right foot in front, again, same thing. Tuck the toes. Try not to let the lower back arch yet again. Think about belly to spine here. Bring it up into the hover, and then transfer forward into the front heel. Spend a bit of time there, consciously controlling the bend into the front knee to reach back and lower. Nice. Very nice. At your own pace now for 4 more. Root down through that front heel, hover the back knee. Good. Take it forward into that front leg. Lower back stays long. Conscious bending through the front knee, reaching back and lowering down with control. Nice. Last 3, and lift and hover. Transfer it forward, rooting through the front heel. Lower back stays long. Bend into the front knee. Reach. Take it down. Good. Last 2, and lift and hover. Transfer, root down through that front heel. Lift the back foot. Keep the lower back long. Ribs closed. Bend down into the front knee. Reach back. Slowly lower. Last time. Come up. Hover. Transfer. Balance. Lengthen through the lower back. Consciously bend through that front knee. Place the back foot down. Lower the back knee. Untuck the toes of the back foot. Squeeze your glutes. So this hip is an extension. You're really trying to extend that hip forward. So we're not letting it break at the front. We're pushing it forward. Lift up the heel of the front foot. And just have a little bit of fun with the balance. Maybe counting for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, nice, 1. Swing it back. That was awesome. Really great job. I've been practicing that for ages, and it's taken me that long, like a really long time, to get to 10 seconds. All right, guys, 3 minutes to go. You're so close. I just want us to come into one last little plank series. So we're going to come into plank, and we're going to hang out here just for a moment. So let's join in holy plankdom together. Nice. Now try and find your bum. Squeeze your bum. Draw your belly to the spine. All right. Now from here, take an inhale. You're going to draw your right knee to your right elbow. And then slowly take it back. Left to the left. And back. As you do this, try not to do anything funky in the shoulders. Keep swapping. Try not to do any momentum-based movements. Keep the lower back long. Keep your shoulders above your wrists. Let's go for 5. Slow it down. No jerky movements to bring that knee in. 3. And 2. Last 1. Take it to plank. Hold. Bring it up and back to downward facing dog for a second. Look between your 2 hands and see if you can step your right foot between those 2 hands there. Nice. Awesome job. Look forward. Pull your tummy away from your right leg and lift up into your lunge. Nice deep stretch for the hip flexor. Good. So I'm quite high up. You can be pretty low in your lunge as long as you can still feel that front leg working. You're not just hanging into your joints. Reach your arms up, interlace your thumbs, and stretch. But close your ribs, draw your belly in. Holding for 5, 4. I want you to feel a stretch over your left hip flexor. 3, 2, 1. We're going to take the hands down to the floor, framing the front foot. Slide your right foot back into your plank for a moment. Right knee, right elbow. Take it back. Left knee, left elbow. Take it back. One more each side before we go to down dog. And left. Good. Downward facing dog. Take a moment. You're going to look where you want that foot to go. I usually bend into my knees to kind of spring load myself and then step my foot forward so I can use that momentum to power me. Nice. Well done. Get your feet feeling good so you're on 2 train tracks. Lift your tummy away from that front thigh. Lift yourself as if someone was lifting you from the back of your t-shirt. Nice. Reach the arms up. Interlace your thumbs like you're dangling from a cliff. Close those ribs. Yes, holding here and breathing for 5, 4. Root down through the feet, but reach up through the fingers. Last 2 breaths. And last breath. Take your hands down to the floor. Slide that left foot back into downward facing dog. And then let's lower our knees, untuck our toes, and sit back into a shell. I usually like to reach back and hold onto my heels in shell, just because my arms are usually tired of being overhead. But you can do whatever feels good. Holding here for 3. Last 2 breaths. And last breath. Well done, everybody. That is you done for the day. Great job. You guys are like super strong. I hope you realize that. Like anyone else who does this video is going to be like, what are they doing?